Welcome to Training Industry's Quarterly e-zine, Fall Edition 2011 podcast of the article Instructional Design, Learning Meets Technology by Mark Bauer. Today, a typical instructional designer's job description might read, utilize advanced learning development software to create learning interventions in written, audio, video, instructor-led, and other formats. Deploy these to workers on a company-wide basis, utilizing physical classrooms, virtual classrooms, the Internet, and the company intranet. In addition, utilize wikis, online communities, blogs, informal as well as formal learning to achieve company business objectives. I suspect this is a very different job description than would have existed 5 years ago. And the key difference for today's instructional designer is the availability of multiple learning technologies. With this wide variety of learning development and delivery tools, the options for learning interventions grows in number and sophistication. No longer is there a fixed and predictable way to design as well as deliver learning. Learning solutions are often an integrated combination of multiple learning tools. Instructional designers have the vision to effectively identify and utilize technologies in innovative ways to maximize the impact of both learning content and delivery. The integration of learning and technology is not new. Historically, learning professionals have effectively utilized new technology in learning. Here are some examples. 1900s, photographs used as instructional media. 1920s, introduction of training films. 1930s, learning broadcast over radio. 1940s, audiovisual used in learning. 1950s, learning broadcast over television. 1960s, learning deployed on computers. This is an impressive record of innovation and creative use of technology for learning. In reviewing our list, we see technologies that provide more effective, engaging, and memorable learning utilizing advanced media such as photography, film, and audiovisual. We also see technologies with the ability to deliver learning to geographically dispersed learners through television, radio, and computers. Finally, we see computer-based learning that enables learners to access learning on their own schedule when needed. We could summarize the major benefits of these technologies as follows. Learning is available in multiple delivery mediums. Learning is available over distances. Learning is available on demand. Learning professionals did not stop here in utilizing learning technologies. Below is a list of commonly used technology-based learning tools currently available to instructional designers. From these resources come the learning solutions that meet the business objectives of the modern workplace. These technologies are instructor-led virtual classroom training, self-paced e-learning, mobile learning, performance support and context-driven learning, blogs, wikis, and online communities, online resources, and self-directed search. Our list contains technologies that have gained wide acceptance as learning tools, such as instructor-led virtual training and e-learning. It also contains technologies such as blogs, wikis, and online communities that are in use but may not have broad acceptance as learning tools. Technology offers significant benefits to learners and offers instructional designers a broader range of options for the design and delivery of learning. Technology offers challenges to the traditional learning conventions. With this broader portfolio of tools, instructional designers will not only be masters of learning design, but must possess expertise in knowledge management, user-generated learning content, as well as performance support. As we consider the role of instructional design and technology, we can use a common definition of instructional design to guide our thinking. This definition defines instructional design as the practice of maximizing the effectiveness, efficiency, and appeal of instruction and other learning experiences. This process includes determining the current state and needs of the learner, defining the end goal of instruction, creating an intervention to assist in the transition. This definition is succinct, to the point, and if we broadly define the term intervention used in the third bullet, then instructional designers are free to draw from the broad portfolio of learning technologies based on the suitability and effectiveness of the technology itself. This includes currently available standalone technologies as well as the integration of multiple technologies into compound learning solutions. We have seen this in blended learning, which incorporates instructor-led and e-learning as a single learning solution. So, are we talking about technology just for technology's sake? I believe not. Forces in today's workplace necessitate instructional designers to think innovatively regarding what it takes to develop a skilled and knowledgeable workforce. The characteristics of the modern workplace truly drive the need for learning technology. The rapid acceleration of business change creates these characteristics in the workplace. Workers must manage and utilize an increasing volume of information. A seemingly endless flow of emails, announcements, and other information inundate workers daily. This creates increasing competition for critical information that workers need top of mind and accessible to effectively do their jobs. We must link the availability of learning and critical knowledge closely to the time it's needed. Organizations are reducing the number of managers and increasing the number of individuals reporting to each manager. This reduces manager availability, and workers must be more self-sufficient in identifying knowledge and skills they need to do their jobs, as well as where to find it. The faster pace of business and dynamic business change means the critical skills and knowledge workers need in January of a given year may be different from what workers need in June. Learning solutions must be quickly created and deployed. In light of these factors, there is not the time or resources to develop a skilled workforce using traditional learning methods, and the effective use of technology is a capability that the instructional designer must master. Technology-based learning provides rapid access to a geographically dispersed workforce, rapid delivery through distance delivery mediums, and the capability for learners to learn when convenient. All of these fit the learning needs of the modern workplace. In addition, learning technologies are less expensive, easier to implement, and more widely accepted as effective workforce tools. As companies and learners have become more comfortable with technology-based learning solutions, their implementation and usage has increased. These changes in the workplace have a significant impact on the way companies view learning, as well as the way learners view expectations of their own learning. The table below compares these assumptions. As you can see in the right column above, the pace of business has made workers more responsible for their own learning as they draw from an increasing number of learning options to accomplish that goal. For instructional designers, these changing workforce factors significantly influence the characteristics of the learning environment they work with. Some of these characteristics are: learning will become more individualized through increasing self-service, learner-initiated access of learning content. Social media and online communities will provide the vehicle for questions, application, and reinforcement of learning content, as less learning occurs in the classroom setting. The useful lives of formal learning interventions will decrease due to rapid business change. The amount of overall learning content will increase, creating the need for efficient learning development and delivery. Each of these factors supports an increasing need for technology-based learning solutions. While technology has changed the tools instructional designers work with, it has not changed the fundamental goal of instructional design. That is, to bridge the gap between the skills and knowledge workers have and the skills and knowledge needed to do their jobs effectively. As organizations and learners' expectations of learning continue to evolve, worker demographics change, and new learning technologies become available, instructional design will continue to meet challenges. Mark Bauer is founder of Edge Interactive and has more than 25 years of experience as a training executive, entrepreneur, and management consultant. Takeaways. The rapid pace and changing demographics of today's workplace have changed the way we build a knowledgeable and skilled workforce. The development, maturation, and acceptance of technology-based learning solutions provide the tools needed to address the learning needs of this new workplace. Instructional designers have historically identified and utilized technology to meet the needs of the workplace and will be the key force in this transformation to a technology-based learning environment. Technology-based learning may require we revise some terminology to better describe the characteristics of the learning solutions. In a technology-based learning environment, we need to distinguish between the way we deliver learning and the actual learning content itself. Below is a brief summary of these categories and their characteristics. Structured learning. Learning that is scheduled and required for specific workers to be completed in a defined time period. Structured learning is typically tracked and managed as to learner completions and scores. Unstructured learning. Learning that is spontaneous and undertaken by the individual learner when they determine it's needed. Formal learning content. Tangible learning assets created specifically to accomplish identified learning objectives. Informal learning content. Tangible or intangible learning assets, such as online communities, discussion groups, documentation, or search results. You've been listening to Instructional Design: Learning Meets Technology by Mark Bauer. For more podcasts and articles like this, visit www.trainingindustry.com. Thanks for listening. I'm John Sherlock.